Hey everybody, Nary Transforming here again, and since my last review was kind of short, I thought I'd give you 2 reviews in 1 week. Anyway, this is the World of Nintendo Star Fox McCloud figure. If you don't know Fox McCloud, he's the main character of the Star Fox games. He drives the main R-Wing that you usually control in the game, and he's overall got an interesting character. His father was killed by Andross. He's hunting down Andross to both save the solar system and to, of course, avenge his father. As well as he's also basically, him and his crew, known as Star Fox, are just basically mercenaries. So very interesting. He has a rivalry with Star Wolf, another mercenary group who works for Andross usually, all that other good stuff. So with the release of World of Nintendo, they released Mario figures, a Link figure, Samus, they released all kinds of Nintendo characters, and finally we get a Star Fox figure. I think there might be like a Figma or something of Star Fox, but I think this is like the first wide release of a Star Fox character we've ever seen. At least as an action figure. So let's start with the detail. They got just about every little nook and cranny. They got his headset fully painted with gray and black. His face is very nicely painted, and yes, this is paint. I believe it's molded in the orange or the kind of tan color, and then they put the yellowish tan over it with the black and everything. His eyes are actually fully painted. You can even see the little green around his pupils, which is very nice. He's got his eyebrows. He's got, like 2 sets of eyebrows. Well, one's like the slants of the eye and the black's his eyelid, and then the yellowish color is kind of his actual eyebrows. You can see a little bit of yellow up here. You can see his ears are painted. His mouth is sculpted in, but it doesn't open or anything. It's just sculpted in. Black for his nose. And then we get to his jacket, where you start to see a lot more of the detail. Around the back, not much, just the usual, but it's a nice solid color, looks really nice, and you got his, what's it called? His collar of his coat going all the way around. On the actual figure, you can see they put a lot of little details. You can see the zipper of his coat right here that's painted in like a teal color. You can see his red scarf, his black shirt, his kind of military green colored vest. You can even see the zipper of the vest painted in black there. You can even see, obscured kind of by his jacket, implying that the tag is partially behind his jacket, the little tag that says Fox with yellow and black on it. They even got that little detail. And on his sleeves, he's got blue around the sleeve, and then he has his arm, which is the same brownish tan that his head is, along with dark gray gloves. There's no real detail in the gloves. It really is just kind of his hands painted in dark gray. But considering the amount of detail his jackets and sleeves and everything else has, I can kind of forgive it. You can see his belt goes all the way around, and it's not just a straight belt, it does kind of a design to it where it bumps outward at the front with a silver triangular belt buckle. He's got his dark green pants. These are the least detailed out of everything, but you know what, they're just pants. What can you really do with them? And he's got his tail, and it's painted the right appropriate colors. Although it doesn't really have anything that implies it's coming out of his pants, it's kind of just stuck on there, almost like it's attached to his pants. So it does look a bit weird, but I can let that go. And his boots have a lot of nice detail. You can see the little all the lines and intricate little details all along, little guards. You can even see like vents and little intricate details all along the side of the boots there. And you can see all that right there. On the back as well, you can see they even painted the little stripe along the back. Stripe along the front with the crest there. Got a line up, you can see there's a stripe going across there. Got another one going here, and even the bottom of his boots are detailed. Yeah, they even got the bottom of his boots. So yeah, that's one really impressive thing about him, is just all the little details they got on him. This is like a little $15 figure. And yeah, $15 for something this big is a little bit much, considering a Transformer for $15 gets you something of this size. And of course, Transformers do a lot more. So yeah, I will say $15 is a little bit much for him. But I got mine on sale for $5, so I'm quite happy. He does have articulation. He does not ball jointed, but his head does swivel all the way around. The arm does have inward and outward movements, and it of course rotates, so you can get a full 360 movement with it. The elbow has a single joint, and it rotates above the elbow, so you can get all kinds of movement out of that. Don't forget the wrist or anything. Got a swivel at the waist, goes all the way around. His tail is actually on a hinge, so you can have it kind of up to make him look more happy, or down to kind of make him look like he's sad, or like maybe you can have him like pass down on the ground. His hips are the biggest point. We'll get to... Oh, I knocked off his tail. That's the first time that's happened. There we go. Probably just pushed it too far. We'll get back to his hips in a moment. His knees are pretty good. You gotta kind of fit them in the right spot on the hip because different spots have less or more movement due to the kind of circular piece there. You can see kind of right there it has more space to go back. But on that spot you can get just under 90 degrees of movement and it swivels all the way around. And he has ankle movement, which is rare even for Transformers to have. So it's kind of nice to actually be able to use his ankles and kind of get a more splayed look out of him. Like he's walking or something. Now, as you notice, I haven't been moving his legs much because his hips don't work too well. I don't know what they were thinking, but when they made his hips, they didn't just simply put like a ball joint sticking out lower and then just like have it move. He kind of has, you remember the old Wonder Woman toys where he has like, where she had like the bikini suit, of course, and the legs were kind of made to go around it, and because of that, they were moving at a slant. Star Fox here, or Fox McCloud here, has a similar problem. When you try to move his legs, it kind of just starts splaying outward like that. He doesn't have straightforward movement. If you want to know what I mean, straightforward movement as in that. Legs able to stick out a 90-degree angle. Fox can't do that. His ball joints just simply won't let him. If we actually pop off his leg, you can actually see not much room left at the top. There's not, because of where they put the ball joint, they gave and put with all this right here, they did not give it much room. Granted, looking at the figure, it looks a lot better because you can't see the joints as easily. Oh, let's try to get the ball joint back in. There we go. So you can't see it as easily, and it kind of hides that his joints are even there, but it also means the joint's not too useful. His legs can only go outward this much. Enough to get at least a wide stance on his pose, but not that much. Not compared to, say, a Transformer where they could do a full-on split. So yeah, he does have some weird ball joints, and yeah, it interferes with the leg articulation, which kind of stinks since he does have good ankles and knees. And his joints are actually very stiff. He has very good joints. I mean, I've seen much worse from figures like this, and you know, you can get a few poses out of it still. The thing is, though, his hips, or you're mainly going to be getting stepping poses out of him. You're not going to get anything fancy. But he's still a really nice figure, and he does come with a mystery accessory. All the World of Nintendo figures come with these little boxes, and the boxes are actually based on their actual game. Like you see here with Star Fox, it comes with a black box that has the actual Star Fox team logo on it, which is like a winged fox, basically. And it's a pretty nice little box. You know, it's a little cardboard bag, nothing fancy. You know, you open it up, and well, there's normally something in there. And all the Fox and Clouds come with the same thing, but they kind of hide it so that way it's a kind of a big mystery. Unless you'll get it on Amazon.com where they give it away. What comes in the box is this. A nice little tiny R-Wing. Very, very tiny. But, so it is fragile because it is a very thin piece of plastic, but it's very nice looking. It's like all the details, or as much detail as they could for something this size. Nothing fancy, but you can see like little vents, or not vents, but like little panels on the wings that imply that the panels kind of move to help, you know, go different ways. And he actually has a lot of different colors. You know, he has the blue on the little side doolollies to kind of know, that way you know that's the iconic thing of the R-Wing was to have the blue and the white. You have black for the cockpit, and even on the tip of the nose you have gray instead of white. It kind of shows that's the tip of the nose where the radar and everything is, or the blaster is. So yeah, it's very small, not too many details, but they did what they could, and it's a very nice little model. If you want to see how big it is, you can see, yeah, it's very small even on the box. And again, let me grab Power Light again. Yeah, very, very small model. You see Star Fox himself standing straight up is bigger than a Legends toy. These go for about 10, this guy's going for 15 on Amazon. So size-wise, he might not seem like it's worth it, but I think based on his sculpt, all the paint, and all the articulation they gave him, I think he's worth it. I mean, people pay a lot for amiibos, and yeah, this guy won't give you any video game stuff to do, but he's bigger than an amiibo. Oh, wait, no, we're going to go for an amiibo comparison. You can see he's actually taller than an amiibo, and he has the same amount of detail, if not more, than most amiibos. And he has articulation, and he comes with a little R-Wing. So, to be honest, I think he's worth it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm Nerd Transformed, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.